Bonjour, mon petit Jaffa, Amber here, and welcome to part 2 of the grand finale of my Amber Has Big Hair, and Amber was disgustingly obsessed with the Jonas Brothers when she was younger miniseries. So yeah, we are in the midst of the last one that I have on this website, on my page. It's called Guitar Strings and Promise Rings, and take it. I jerked back to reality as he roughly grabbed my wrist. "You're gonna stop manhandling me," and squeezing so that my hand opened. He dropped the ring in the center of my palm and closed my fingers around it. "I love you," he murmured before he walked away. I've Ruined Everything is the title of, what chapter are we on actually? 8. The chapter starts Joe's point of view. I was upset. No, I was angry. I stormed into the house and up to my room without speaking or even looking at anyone. I slammed my door behind me and then swung around to punch it once it was closed. The pain of my fist slamming into the door hurt at first, but it felt better than what I was feeling. I was so confused and frustrated. I slammed my fist in the door again and again. I kept it up until my knuckles were bleeding and I was numb all over. I grabbed the first thing that I could reach, which was a guitar. It had no importance to me. Even if it had, it didn't matter. I threw the guitar and watched it break against the wall. I smiled and threw many more things, not caring what they were. I heard the glass shatter. I stopped and moved slowly to see what it was. I crouched down. I winced as the shattered glass cut my hand that was already bloody from the door incident. That's when the pain kicked in on my hand and in my heart. Oh. Staring down at that picture, my eyes started burning. A huge teardrop slid down my face and onto the picture. Suddenly everything was blurred. I vaguely heard what sounded like the door opened. I looked at her face. She was resting peacefully on my chest. My stalker brothers took the picture after a long day. Okay, creeps. She had come home from tour, because I'm a superstar, and insisted that we all hang out. She ended up falling asleep while we were watching movies at Demi's house. Always Demi. It's always Demi. Nick's point of view. Mix it up a bit. Joe sped past us without a word, but I knew something was wrong. Why did my voice change for Nick? Okay. I followed him, but stopped at the top of the stairs when I heard things smashing in his room. I figured that it was worse than I expected. I opened his bedroom door slowly. I was sure that Joe heard me come in because he stood up, but he didn't look at me. He just walked over to his bed and I heard him muttering. I ignored the string of profanities that initially shocked me. This is funny. Hold on. I had never heard my brother speak like that before. I had never seen him like this before. So broken. It scared me. Joe was usually the one that I turned to. He gave me strength. Cute. Brother goals. I never imagined that I would ever have to comfort him. The sight of my brother, the funny, energetic life of the party, or something else I can't think of. I think that's a direct quote. One so lifeless, scared, and just not like himself. I glanced over at the smashed items on the floor. When I saw the glass, I looked back and found the picture in his hands. That's when I noticed the blood all over the place. My gosh! Joe, what did you do? I practically screamed at him. He still didn't say anything and didn't look at me, even as I kneeled in front of him and took one of his t-shirts that was on his bed and wrapped it around his hand. I squeezed it to help the bleeding stop. He finally looked up at me, but his eyes were still vacant, almost like he didn't recognize me. "Nick, what happened?" I asked. "What did Amber say?" He flinched slightly and looked up at me like he was going to explode. I waited patiently as an array of emotions flashed over his face. Finally, his face settled on hurt. "Joe, what is it?" After a long pause, "She broke up with me," he simply stated. "Why?" I was genuinely shocked. She's pregnant." He was barely audible. I felt my eyes go wide and the color drain from my face. "What?" "Oh, Joseph." Joe and I both whipped around to find our mother standing in the doorway. Yikes. Okay. Joe's POV. Nick and I both watched as our mom walked into my bedroom. She'd apparently heard everything and now made her way over to me with the first aid kit. She unwrapped my hand that was in my shirt. Ah! My hand suddenly felt like it was on fire. As she cleaned it, she wrapped it in gauze, all without saying anything to me. I could tell that she was forming her words. "You're going to have to get stitches," she said finally. I'm so sorry, I said, not able to look her in the eyes. How could you do this, Joseph? How could you be so irresponsible? So stupid, she said. Mama D Jizzle, calm down. I should have expected that, but I still jumped. I couldn't answer. I just stared at her on the brink of breaking down again. I felt the tears escape from my eyes and I couldn't stop them. I'm sorry, I wasn't thinking. I'm so stupid. I'm gonna ruin everything. We didn't mean for any of this to happen. It just happened. Oh. I was surprised that I felt my mother reach up and take my face in her hand. She didn't say anything and she just looked at me for a long time before embracing me. As my mother held me, I realized that I was sobbing. I'm doing a lot. Do you want me to drive him to the hospital? Nick asked quietly. I didn't notice that he was still in the room. It was silent from the ride. What? Oh, from the ride until we were taken to the room. Nick stood by the door, out of the doctor's way, avoiding eye contact. Okay, Mr. Jonas, you're free to go, and please watch your step, the doctor joked. We had told him that I tripped and fell in the kitchen. I thought it better if we spared him the details about me getting my girlfriend pregnant and then practically destroying my bedroom. I tried to smile but failed. Thanks. Thank you, Nick whispered as the doctor left the room. I know you hate me. Nick looked shocked and then an expression that I couldn't quite make out, but he looked confused. Joe, I don't hate you. I could never hate you. Cute. You're my brother and one of my best friends. Cute. I may be disappointed, but I don't and won't hate you ever. Cute. He hugged me and I had to fight back the tears. I didn't want to cause a scene. We walked silently back to his car. I've ruined everything. Once we were on our way back home, he says this. No, this can still be fixed. How, Nick? She won't even talk to me. Mom hates me. Dad's gonna kill me. How did this happen? Why does everyone ask this question? I mean, I know how it happened, but why? I don't know. I had a huge lapse in judgment. No, you have a super hot girlfriend and things happen. I don't know. I wish I hadn't. Really? Well, yeah, I guess. We should have waited. I know that much. This is adorable. I didn't think this was going to blow up in my face like this. I didn't think with 2 words my life would shatter. I would lose my girlfriend, my reputation, everything that we worked for. She just left. She wasn't even going to tell me. Really, Joe? Wait, what? First of all, right, Nick, tone the tone down, right? I hate this. It sucks because like Amber and Nick are besties. First of all, she's pregnant and she wasn't going to tell you. And second, you said that she broke up with you. How is she going to break up with you if she's pregnant? Because she is an independent woman that don't want no man. She said that she's going to fix it alone. You don't think she's going to? No. The note at the bottom. Sorry, I've been distracted by New Moon. It's a good book. Okay. Thank you for your input. Hello. So yes, I have changed locations. We have about 2 more chapters to go. No, low battery, shush. All my devices are dying, so I have to make this quick. Breakdown is this one. She can't do this. She can't just shut you out. She's trying to protect us, I said. Joe stared forward, his eyes narrowing. You guys probably shouldn't be having this conversation if he's driving. He shook his head. What are you doing? I asked as he pulled out his phone. Also, he shouldn't be doing it while he's driving. He didn't answer, but I knew what he was doing. Nick, don't do this. Please give her the phone. Please give her the phone. I hated the way he stressed the word her. Jeez. How dare you? He growled. Oh no. Nick. I had never heard him speak to her like that. They were so close, it broke my heart to hear that tone in his voice. This hurts me. Oh, it hurts me because, like, 2009 Amber loved Nick. 2009 Nick so much. So this would shatter me. Okay, it's fine. You have no right, he continued just as cold. Nicholas, stop it. You can't just... He paused, and I saw his face change. He glanced at me before speaking again. Okay, I'm on my way. Nick, take me home first, I said lowly. Then I heard Demi, who was apparently he was apparently talking to, say very loudly, "Don't bring him! Don't bring him!" You're right. I wasn't sure who was talking to, me or Demi. We're back in my point of view. Demi and I were sitting on the sofa. She was almost cradling me, which in reality is hilarious because Demi's like 5 foot, like 2, 3. But you should have seen him. I can't believe you just ended it with him, she said. I had to. No, you didn't. But now what are you gonna do? I've gotta get away. Got to get away! Okay, I'm fine. 2 different fandoms. It's okay. What do you mean? I don't know. Yes, I do. Are you okay, Amber? I'm gonna go away for a while. What? Yeah. Where? Anywhere. I mean, I've always wanted to go to New Zealand. So random. You can't go to New Zealand. You can go to New Zealand. I want to go to New Zealand. Have a little Kiwi baby. The people, not the song. Yes, I can. I mean, it's not forever. Just until I figure some things out. Have you actually thought this through, or are you just throwing out ideas? Valid question. A little of both. I admitted New Zealand was a bit of a stretch, but why not? But what about Joe? You can't tell him. At least not until I'm gone. Please, Demi. Now, can we change the subject? Suddenly, my phone started ringing. I reached for it, but Demi grabbed it and answered it. Look, now is not a good time. She rolled her eyes and handed me the phone. Nick, she mouthed. Hello? I asked wearily. How dare you? He snapped. I couldn't say anything, especially when I heard Joe in the background. Nick, he said. You have no right. He continued just as cold. Nicholas, stop it. I was silent. It hurt so much to hear my best friend so angry with me. What hurt even more was Joe sticking up for me. Why did he care? What? That's so stupid. What do you mean, why did he care? Amber, you can't just... I stopped. I don't know why I read it like that. I'm so sorry. Nikki, I know. Stop calling him that. I whispered. I'm scared. I need him. I need him so much. I love him. My voice was shaking, and I felt the burning in my chest. I couldn't breathe. It felt like my chest was open in half. I was sobbing again and pulled my knees into my chest. Demi pried the phone from my hand. When she spoke, she seemed so far away. She's in a really bad place right now, Nick. She looked at me for a long time. Don't bring him, she said sharply. I processed what she said, but I still didn't understand what she meant. I sat in my dark place. Amber's really dramatic. For a long time. Demi watched me, but seemed scared to try to talk to me. I couldn't hear anything. Everything was a fog. I saw Demi get up and move to the door. I closed my eyes. I felt hands on me, so I opened my eyes. I said eyes like 27 times in a row. But I couldn't see anything but a blur. She's been like this for a while now. Amber? Amber, sweetie, it's me. It's Nick. Oh, now you're my friend again. It's fine. It's cool. I stared at the shape in front of me until I actually saw his face. I turned away from him. Before I knew it, he was holding me in his arms. He held me tightly against his chest, which made me cry even harder. He sighed. I'm sorry I flipped, he whispered into my ear, but it's just, I know you hate me, I said quickly. What is it with you two? What? My breathing had slowed considerably and the throbbing in my chest had stopped. Joe said the same thing to me earlier, in that exact same tone. 'Cause we're everyone's OTP. And like I said to him, I don't and won't ever hate you. We'll all get through this, I promise. The rest of the day was sort of a blur. I spent most of it staring at the TV without actually seeing anything. The only thing that I was actually aware of was that Nick was still holding me. Cute. Friendship goals. They forced me to eat and then went back to the couch. I fell asleep watching 90210. That was my show. Adriana is pregnant. Wonderful. I was dreaming. I knew I was, but still felt too real. I was back at that day. I love you, he whispered into the skin of my neck. I love you more. Jonas, Jonas, Jonas. We were on a stage. Thousands of fans were there. His fans, our fans. In the split minute they were gone, the stadium empty. Images like that continued spinning around in my head until I woke up screaming. I was in my bed. I sat up trying to make myself breathe normally, but each breath hurt. I jumped as Nick came running into the room. Nick, what are you still doing here? I didn't think that you should be alone right now. He sat next to me. Where's Demi? I drove her home. I'll be right back. I thought about changing my clothes, but I couldn't move. It didn't matter though because I was already in a t-shirt and sweats. I'm assuming... Oh wait, no, that's what I was wearing earlier. It's fine. Nick's point of view. I was stretched across the couch. I held down number one, and waited for the phone to speed down my house when most people still had landlines. Hello? Joe put Kevin on the phone. How is she? Not good. She needed you, but now is not the time to stress the issue. I listened to my brother struggle to form words and pictured his face that seemed like it would permanently be pain growing even more hurt. Look, I'm going to stay with her tonight. I need you to tell Mom and Dad, and then please gather some of my stuff and ask Kevin to bring it by. I can bring it. No! Nick. I gasped and heard Joe's voice cut off sharply as we both heard her screaming and crying. Nick, what's happening? He asked frantically. I gotta go. Please tell Kevin to call me when he gets here. I shoved the phone in my pocket and ran to see what was wrong. Amber was sitting in the same position as I found her earlier. She was gasping for air just like before. I knew that she had jumped on my brother. You're so smart, Nicholas. Nick, what are you still doing here? Was the first thing she asked me. I didn't think that you should be alone right now. I answered honestly, sitting next to her. Where's Demi? I drove her home. My phone started vibrating in my pocket. I'll be right back. I left her and quickly made my way to the door. Joe stood there with a bag. He couldn't hide how worried he was. She's okay. You're not Kevin. I stated. Alright. I know. I had to. Joe, she'll be okay. I'll take care of her. Friendship goals. He nodded. I know. He looked around briefly. It's weird being so close. Yeah, but you should go. I've got to get back. He nodded again before presenting an envelope for the first time. Jeez. I noticed Amber's ring hanging from his neck. Nick, you're not that bright. I've been giving you too much credit. Give this to her, please. I don't think this is the best. Just tell her to read it whenever she's ready. Really ready. I reluctantly took the envelope from his hands, and he turned and walked back to his car. I shut the door and went to change into pajamas. I poured us both some water and went back to the room. Kevin brought me some clothes, I lied when I saw the confusion as to my attire. What's that in your hand? Oh, a letter. But I don't want you. No, you're not allowed to read it until you're ready. Really ready? Sir, I am 2 years older than you. I placed it in her guitar bag because I am musically talented, thank you. I got onto the bed next to her. You want to try to go back to sleep? No. She took a sip of water. I'm right here. I moved closer and poured her to me. Nick, why are you so good? I don't know. Go to sleep. Friendship goals. I'm Not Your Problem is the name of the second to last chapter, my point of view. I woke up against Nick's chest, completely rested. I sat up slowly, which woke Nick. They're freakishly close. Hey. I don't know how to say that. Hey, how are you feeling? I hunched. I think I meant shrugged. I've been better, but I'm okay. Are you hungry? No. You know you have to eat. I'm not hungry. I insisted. Alright, Amber, calm down. Perhaps, he said sternly, but my niece or nephew is. I hate this. I glared at him for a long time. He's right, though. Sorry, he whispered, but please eat. Why don't you worry about yourself? You're the diabetic. That is an Amber comeback. If I said that to the diabetic I live with, I'd get a shoe down my throat. Oh god, okay. Why don't you worry about yourself? You're the diabetic. Yeah, and you're pregnant. So let's both eat. I could tell he was getting irritated. He was probably a little low. Even still, we were both ridiculously stubborn, so I laid back down and shut my eyes tight. Before I knew it, gripped me awkwardly and started dragging me. Stop manhandling me. Nick, stop it. He ignored me. Nicholas Jerry Jonas, get off of me, I shrieked. Then stop fighting me, he yelled. I ripped myself from his grip. Just leave me alone. I ran to the bathroom and locked the door behind me. Amber, he was pounding on the door. Open the door. He kept this up for a while, but then gave up. While I was in there, I decided to take a shower to clear my mind. I knew he was no longer upstairs, so I went to my room and changed my clothes. My bedroom door was locked. Even after I was dressed, I wasn't ready to face him yet. I listened to the shower start and stared at my door even after I heard it stop, and he made his way downstairs. I finally decided to face him. I walked slowly to the kitchen. Nick was seated at the table, eating scrambled eggs and a bagel. I love bagels. He had a plate at the place across from him, which was for me. I sat across from him and stared at the plate. I'm sorry, I murmured. Me too. Nick was watching me. I had the fork in my hand, and I decided to obey his wishes. I don't like that word choice. We ate in silence. After we were finished, I started washing the dishes. I hated being mad at Nick, but I hated him being mad at me even more. Why do y'all like this? This makes me uncomfortable. I didn't want to turn. Wait, I skipped something. I heard him sigh. He was right behind me. I didn't want to turn because I didn't want him to see me crying again. I took a deep breath and turned around. I'm really sorry. I hate reading out loud. I really do. I'm really sorry. I just hate this, I said. I know. Look, you know how much I care about you. Yes, I know. I know this is hard for you, but I'm here. I know. I promised my brother that I'd take care of you. He was here, wasn't he? Not Kevin. That doesn't matter. He hugged me tightly, his shirt still damp from his hair dripping on it. Oh, remember when Nick had hair? I love you, Nikki. Love you too. How long are you gonna stay? As long as I'm needed. Really, Nick, I'll be fine. Go home, it's okay. Later, I promise. Look, Nicholas. I don't want you to stay shut in here taking care of me. I'm not your problem. I'm not your problem? I don't know how to do it. I'm not your problem. No, but you are my sister, genetics or not. That's cute. Of course I started crying again. Torments, man. Amber cries a lot, but yeah. No, Amber doesn't cry this much. Running Away is the next chapter. Then after that, we have one last chapter. No, this is it. This is it? No, I think there's one chapter after that. Nick finally left at about 3 o'clock. As soon as he pulled out of the driveway, I ran upstairs and pulled up 2 nice-sized suitcases and a duffel bag. I went through my closet and drawers, throwing things in my bag. I thought that I was done until my foot caught on something and I almost fell. I looked down and saw Joe's hoodie on the floor. I held it for a while before folding it and laying it on top of the clothes in my bag. I also grabbed a picture from my side table. I had another picture in my drawer. Joe didn't know that I had it. I knew he had a picture of me in his room and I was asleep, so as payback, I had Frankie take a picture of Joe while he was asleep. That's creepy. I called a cab and while I waited, I wrote a note to Demi. Because Demi is literally the most important character in this whole book, obviously. As I sat on the couch, I noticed something glinting on the floor. I considered leaving Joe's ring, but I couldn't. I put it in one of my suitcases. I got to the airport at 3:30. That's really fast packing. I sat hidden behind oversized sunglasses, wishing that I had my guitar, but it was with the rest of my luggage. So I had my iPod blasting. I figured that I should turn it down so I could hear my plane being announced. Is that her? I heard, I think so. You go. Amber? I took a deep breath and forced a smile. I looked up into the smiling faces of 2 preteen girls. Hi. Oh my gosh, I did you. My name is Liz, and this is Amanda. Hi. Amanda said, we're such huge fans. You are such an inspiration. We want to be just like you. No, you don't. Be yourselves. Never try to be someone else. You can only be you. This probably sounded like great advice, but I wouldn't want anyone to be me right now. How's Joe? Liz asked, her face beaming. I took another breath. He's great. It was such a lie. An announcement came over for some flight. Oh, we've gotta go. Amanda said sadly. Can we have a picture before we go? Sure. The rest of my week was quiet. I made a phone call. Demi, darling, can you come over in about an hour? Sure. Kiddings, bye. Actually, me. My flight came in around 5 or 6, and then 13 hours later, we landed in Wellington, New Zealand. I love New Zealand. That's the top of my bucket list. My travel bucket list. I checked into a hotel, and I wanted to sleep, but I wouldn't let myself. I decided to find a place to stay for however long I was here. I also had to find a doctor. Priorities. Demi's POV. I got a ride to Amber's house. Why is she the only one in the story that doesn't drive? What? I walked to the door and saw a folded piece of paper with my name on it. I opened it quickly. Dems. It's me. So yeah, I'm pretty sure you figured that I'm gone. Off to New Zealand, like I told you. I just need this right now. My keys are under the mat. Please take care of my stuff. Yes, you can eat my ice cream and wear whatever's still there. She's like a foot shorter than me. I'm sorry I didn't tell you. Call me. Tell them that I'm not their problem. Love you, Amber. I'll be back soon. Dallas, I need to... Sorry, I'm still in my Liz and Amanda voice. Dallas, I need to go to the Jonas house. You can leave me there, but I have to go now. Joe, come to the door now, I said into my phone. Joe looked confused as he made his way to the door. What's wrong? She's gone. Gone? Yeah, she's halfway around the wall by now. I thrust the note at him as he let his eyes go wide. I have to go after her. No. Demi, she's my girlfriend. Technically, she's not. Ow. Joe's jaw clenched, and he shot me the fiercest look I've ever seen him make. I'm pretty sure if I were a boy, he would have hit me. Dude. Well, she's carrying my child. Point. He had me with that one. Not now, I said quietly. Everyone keeps saying that. Well, maybe you should listen. I just want her back, Demi. I know, Joe, but just give her time. Maybe you should take a while to think about things. Take a really good look at the situation, and you should find out where she is before. That's true. You should find out where she is before running on a wild goose chase. You're right. I know. Everything will be okay. Oh, that's it? Is that the last chapter? Oh, that is. Wow. We're never going to find out what happened to these people and this poor kid, this poor unborn child. Sorry, I just clicked on comments. This person, yay, first comment. I don't know what's going on, but it seems like we're going to be taking a trip back to where y'all started. And I think I might know when this Amber all shook up. Then she goes, yep, she's definitely pregnant. Loved it. Then she goes, that girl is smart. I wish I could touch Nick Jonas's hair. Thanks, Candace. See, people liked it. I should have kept writing it. I should have kept writing. I mean, there's a lot more of it in my journal, my diary. That one's in storage. But yeah, that was, what did I call this? Guitar strings and promise rings. That was a lot. that one wasn't as bad as the first one, if I'm being honest, like writing wise and like, cringe level. I mean, I did have a meltdown over the one scene, but it's fine. Yeah, that was, wow. I'd like to say, I hope at least that my writing has improved in the last 8 years. Yeah. I mean, you could be the judge of that if you want. I'll leave a link to my Wattpad. Like I said, I don't have any fan fiction up there. I have snippets of the 2 novels that I'm currently working on. And then I also started writing another story just in the meantime because my external hard drive is corrupted. Until I get things, I just wanted to keep writing. But I haven't actually posted anything yet. I have the chapters also just drafts. But anyway, if you like this video and you made it to the end, good for you. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to see me continue this series and read some of my stories on Flickr, that's a thing that I remembered. There are also Jonas stories on Flickr. Please give this a thumbs up. If you like me, feel free to subscribe. All my places are down here, so you can follow me and I'll follow you back. I always do this. Follow you back and we'll be buds, and I will see you soon-ish, possibly. Bye!